What are we talking on today?
I know, me no remember the topic, and I know Darius can tell me what the video about again.
What the fuck?
Sorry, we're not hearing you now.
Why your sound disappear all of a sudden? Yo, brother, your laptop have issues. Yeah, everybody has except.
I know.
And like that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of controversial topics.
The madness continues and the fun just continues keeping, eh?
We are your host. Yes? Hi. Vyrgo the Dark One.
What?
Xavier the Unreasonable Doctor. I know we have the one that sits down on high chairs. Dre Senpai Bradshaw. Darios though is missing. You know, the short one.
Come on, we have to give you the introduction every week. Man, it's unreasonable.
And we're going to take on whatever topics that come to mind.
Right, about
tonight was Darius' night and Dario didn't do shit, so we're winging it. I don't really that.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right, so I just sent the video into the group. It's a bunch of dudes on a podcast. Don't know which one.
That again? That what about?
That's what do you agree on, or did you say something else?
All right, fine. Might as well just dissect it completely.
The theme was.
Hold on. I want to share the screen. So, or if Bradshaw and Vyrgo want to just watch it by then. All right, but then more of the viewers them actually see it too. You see, we can WhatsApp on my computer and hopefully my computer doesn't crash. Because we know we hear controversial topics don't have the good equipment like certain people from like Fresh and Fit, you know.
We'll get it eventually. Hold on. I'm gonna change my shirt. I'll be right back, guys.
Jesus Christ. You'd think for someone who lives alone, you wouldn't have to do anything but God Almighty.
I still want to be decent, sir, not because I'm alone.
Sir, nobody now see you. Your room
I'm seeing me.
Your room is as dark as Vyrgo. Literally.
That's because I didn't plan on recording tonight. I was just gonna lie down and wait till my headache passes.
You didn't tell me say you have a headache, mother, but I send the link.
I didn't know that the link was being sent, sir. I just checked my WhatsApp and boom, link. And I was like, okay, I'm down.
Well, I'm gonna change the shirt while I'm gonna get this something up now.
Yeah, just give me a second. My head is actually hurt. I think I was in the sun for too long without food. Don't judge me.
Sometimes I wonder why you even bother. Sometimes I swear.
Because I can, so I do.
You are just completely unnecessarily.
I'm just Dario.
You do things to yourself and it make no sense.
It's not. Yeah. I'm not like a masochist or whatever. It's just.
Sure, yeah. If that's what's going to make you sleep at night.
It just happens, sir. I realize me and my mom have this weird thing in common. I was at church today. One woman said she was gonna slap me.
Somebody taking Bradshaw today I talk for a while and realize it music.
You hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here. You said check.
Yeah, so Lady said she
Bradshaw,
was gonna slap me.
Bradshaw either muted for purpose. No, him phone on the mute for purpose. Cause I not normally pause him phone, I always pause and then him
Yeah.
so.
He muted on purpose, man. I'm good.
I
She
muted
said she
on
was gonna
purpose.
slap me. And
When
I
I
looked
reach
her in the eye and I said, yo,
No,
if you slap me and I like it, I will not be held responsible for what happens after.
Jesus Christ.
She looks at me and says, you sound just like your mom, because that's the same thing your mom would say. Like, what? What kind of jokes my mom be running in church?
You're the one that you weren't aware about.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, no.
I was so upset. I wanted to scold my mom. I called her when I got home, and she did not answer. Wait until we talk to her.
Oh, sure. I'm sure you're going to just lay into her, aren't you?
She's going to get an earful. Like, she's a Christian. She's supposed to be running those jokes in church.
Oh, wow. It's almost as if Dario isn't a Christian either. My God.
Yeah, but I'm Dario, though.
That doesn't give you a pass, you asshole.
Yes, it does.
Big man, go on, go change your shirt and start arguing me.
You just answered your own question. I'm an asshole. My mom is supposed to be a saint.
You know, it is true. I am not even going to answer you. And you still not get up and go change your shirt. You see, you could have changed your shirt a million years ago now.
Hold on, is your laptop moving slow? You want me to try share the video?
No, my laptop, all right. My laptop is moving quite okay.
Okay, let me just cut off my camera. So y'all don't see my naked, sexy body.
Trust me, no one wants to see that.
Lies!
No one on this planet wants to see that. Maybe your previous girlfriend, them, but not us. I don't want to get scarred for that, sir. Can't tell you that much. Hold on there, Serena, that. Good night, Serena.
Female. Doctor said good night.
Oh, good night.
That I name gone to know Virgo. Wow. Man said female. Hold on there, how going this one? I'm screen not share. Or my screen is sharing. Oh. Okay, it is sharing. Yo, Virgo, Bradshaw, now see this?
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, man, wait. Yeah, but remember, let me tell you some more something there.
Yeah, man.
Show it to the viewers then for the viewers them understand. Say, yo, this is what we're facing.
Them with their body boy.
Anything you want to call it.
I know they mute they for join the youth, for join the people them who believe say a man transitioning into a woman and competing in woman sports is
Yeah, yo, hear me I say. At no point in time we are gonna talk about that. No, I refuse. No point in time we are talk about that again. Tired of this. Don't talk. Every day then coming at that way to justify them foolishness. This is not our fight. This is not a man's battle. It's a woman's battle and them not say nothing. So we not say nothing. We don't talk.
what are the feminists say? Huh?
Yes, sir.
What is feminism going to say?
You know the answer to that, my friend.
Yes. Feminism has no filter. Stress the stress when we start blow up. So we have
Darios fall back or Darius that I put on close.
Barry forward back it seem like
So we're ready for delve into this now.
Ready?
All right, Darius, see my screen, right?
Yeah.
All right. See how long this I think I got it for responding now. That goddamn meme.
oh, and let us share. Let me share my views on what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock, and may I share my view? May I share my views in a quote from.
Oh yeah, I just remember say you never did it for that for when we ain't talk about that.
I'm gonna share my quote in share my views in the quote of a certain somebody. His name is Darios. I don't want to misquote him. Give me a moment. Let me just find what he says right here.
Oh God.
Choose one.
This fucking thing is not loading. Bumbleclot. Sure. When you have a computer, it just decides it want to fuck itself. While Vyrgo look for that, I'm going to reload this. Also, no, you want Bumbleclot load.
And that quote.
Hold on, Vyrgo. Hold on. Where you come from?
Laugh and play, watch anime, my dude. You guys are hearing, right?
Hearing what?
My bad.
I thought you guys were. I thought it was just me. Jesus, have mercy.
I
Yeah, that
fucked
when
up.
I hear nothing.
Well, Miss Ramadan here celebrate a while ago, so we have to take a moment of silence.
Don't tell me to fuck up this thing. Yo, Darius, you hear me, right?
Sir. Where's that?
So, yeah, you hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Just not the video.
My dumbass had my headphone on, and I thought it would actually go through.
What the box?
What?
That's why we don't hear nothing.
Look here.
And I hear fault is stupid tonight, but I just so like it. Everybody have one of them.
Should I even comment? Because I don't think it's worth my time.
Hey, man, everybody have one of them night there.
Seems more common for me, but okay.
Everybody
Well,
has their days.
We are a warrior supporter, so we understand.
I will allow one thumb.
Ah, boy. Line
Yo,
between.
NRL be uploading these matches too slow though. I haven't seen the replay for Cowboys up yet. Cowboys versus Roosters up yet.
Alright, I want going now. Because the video play, but we're not hearing nothing the same way.
Did you disconnect your headset? Doc?
That answer saying disconnect your headset, yes.
What's going on? Wait, did he freeze? Oh no, he's still moving. Mm. Mm. David, I know so we're not hearing nothing, right?
Right, I won't know. But now come sample it again. There's no way me just share that shit a while ago and it's still not play.
I don't know. Alright, no, forget that. Alright. Sorry for the issue, ladies and gents, but alright, so the gist of the video is this. Alright, I'm at the back. The caption. The actual caption. Two guys are in the podcast, or three guys. They're saying women who earn high, who are high earners and make a certain amount of money, and basically women who have their own table are destined to die single. As opposed to them bringing something to the table, they've built their own table and have their own shit on it. And there's so much wrong with that statement. First of all, where should I start? Okay, let me start with this point. You complain when women don't bring anything to the table. Say, oh, they're not good enough, or they're just leeches, they just want to mooch off of you, they're just gold diggers, they just want you for your money. They're too dependent. No, the woman is independent, other extreme. She has her own table, she doesn't need your table. So you have to bring something other than money and dick. And it's still a problem because she's still not attractive to you. However, as far as I know, I could be wrong. I don't think I am. The only way for a woman to be in the middle, interdependent, is for you to be the kind of person that she can and will depend on. I mean, to have in her life as a partner. But I mean, straight out the gate, for her, you don't want a woman that's independent. You don't want a woman that's dependent. To me, it just seems like you don't want a woman. I'm gonna start beating around the bush. Like, is you secretly gay and just like trying to give excuses as to why you don't have a woman? Or is it just me? Maybe I'm misinterpreting him.
Well,
Or he could just be stupid.
first off,
Let me just say that as well. Yeah,
yeah,
Bradshaw.
he's stupid. I watched a video before he was post this thing already. His argument is very weak. His argument really is from a very emotional standpoint because, and I tell this to everybody.
Are
You
you
see, when you're
saying
gonna
he a
argue,
bitch?
I won't say that.
I wonder
Let's
why.
say dude ain't dude seem more emotional with him, the way how he expresses himself.
So he a
Let's
bitch.
leave it at that. Yes.
Okay.
But here's my retort to all that rubbish, right? Men don't like honestly, men don't really care about riches. And this is something most people don't get. Money is nice. Unless you're not born a man or you were raised a man, you were taught from a very early age. So when push comes shove, a woman will choose herself over you. And what she chooses is going to be her resources, and any means that she can push come shove, evade or escape. This is why I don't believe that argument holds any water because how can you say men who value women with money less? We really don't. Because if a woman did broke, I had to bring up this argument to a coworker one day. I said, I'm an engineer. I married a daycare worker. Make it make sense. She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm an engineer, but I dated a daycare worker. Hmm? Why, if money was such an issue, if it was really that much of an issue, why didn't I aim for an engineer? Because men don't normally look for women based on their money. It's never been an issue. A man can deal with a rich woman, a man can deal with a poor woman. Shit, niggas fuck women who homeless. So, again,
I mean, I've
just
dated women who are in a higher tax bracket than I am.
exactly.
Story of my life. But
I've
okay.
met I've met girls whose family have money, and I shame that because push come shove, that same bullshit notion what I used to just push out. Think her money gonna make me think she more than me. After you know more than me, no more than me. Live by them words that I say. That may make you know. About 4 years now, me just
Virgo is surprisingly quiet. Then Virgo say he was going to quote Dario on something.
Oh, I was just waiting until I'm going to center. So I had the message. But, but,
I mean, wait, is Virgo gonna comment on my thing from the Will Smith video or?
Yeah.
yeah, man, me I
All right,
follow
let's
the
do that first before we go back into dissecting the video.
way. Quote. This is probably my favorite quote for the year 2022. I mean, for
You
all
sound
these
muffled.
Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me better
Virgo?
now?
A little.
I'll go on for now. Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, but you just sound low, but yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And I quote, this is my favorite thing the year 2022. I think nothing else can top the same way. For all we know, these are words by the famous Darios. For all we know, Jada Pinkett Smith in a qualifier, probably more run through than a 5K finish line at a 5K run walk. Third, you know how much people go to a 5K run walk?
Jesus Christ. You took the quote that I wrote in the group, sir?
Yeah, kid.
That was supposed to be private. Okay, whatever. It done gone. Yeah.
You lambasted this bitch last week. There was nothing private about that, so what you talking about?
Well, I mean, August did worse. But anyway. Yeah. So what about the quote?
You hear me say? It's my favorite quote for 2022, sir. But you know how much people go through a 5K run walk?
Hundreds to thousands
Fuck,
per run walk.
dog.
And yet still, me have the tag as the man who always take red card. But okay.
As in, I just do it in certain ways. That's why I avoid red cards. I'm like Sergio Ramos with good angles.
You couldn't have chosen a worse defender to compare yourself to.
So I'm saying I give as many fouls, but I do them in a way that the referee can't see, even with VAR.
You
Can't tell that it was malicious.
You know, it's fine.
Or that Storms player who was supposed to get red card but don't get. Was it a Storms player?
Yes, Nelson Asafa
Supposed
Solomon.
to get red card.
The man who
doesn't get
hit people on their head and can't get sent off. All know. Typical.
Yeah.
Either
I'm
him or Warrior argues, whichever pick goes first.
Yeah, I'm like him basically. This is his favorite quote for 2021 to Ross.
2022.
2022.
Yo, no girl can style me, in a bad man. Any girl believe she big, but I'm brave for style me in a bad man. I drop this, shit. I'm touchy, shut up the rest of the year.
My original one was more men have run through you than an Olympic finish line. But then I was like, wait, 5Ks have more people. So I was like, I'll use that instead.
This motherfucker actually thought about the this first before he said it.
I thought sort of a more logical way to make it a bit more painful.
God help your wife, because I know I won't.
I wouldn't say that to my wife.
Sure, this is you we're talking about.
I'm not that bad.
Listen, no hint of masochism. Listen, this is no masochism in your system. No sadism in your system. No sadism in your system.
Oi, Dario can't say anything he more office about her. Oh, I would never do that to her, blah, blah, blah. I know if push
I didn't say never.
I know say if push come to shove and I have a popcorn and I look at it.
Did you not hear what the man just said? Exactly. Did you not hear the man just said?
I don't care what he want to say. Because he must say that no. And then he might go back right back, but maybe not. Bitch, you know you will.
I didn't say never. I mean, Chappelle disses his wife on stage and goes home.
Every comedian does.
Fluffy no room for bringing business guy up on the main stage. This man could have just argued with his wife 5 minutes ago. Now I bring that on the next show him go. Enrique
I watch him.
Gabriel Iglesias, yes. The man say, the reason why him girlfriend never argue with him is because they say all them arguments end up right here on the main stage. And she up down was like, hey, you know what I think? Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, yo, this one time, I don't know if he wanted the material or what, but like she was arguing with him over something stupid, and like he was enjoying it a little bit too much, and she stopped herself midway.
Yes.
And bro got annoyed because she didn't want to finish what she was saying.
Of course not. Because he's going to make some form of a joke about it.
Worst part, he was leaving the next day to go on tour.
I know that. And the man must make jokes about him bombard, stepson, Frankie. I said, Frankie, I said, he got drunk. He drunk down Frankie. I tell Frankie, it's oh my God.
Imagine Dave Chappelle and his son drunk and high at the exact same party. Anyway.
Good times.
Anyway, well, yeah, all right. So the guy who was reacting to the video, so if you guys, as he has the same question, what does it mean when a man says, when men complain and ask women, what do they bring to the table? And then a woman says, they have their own table. And now you're saying you still don't want the woman. What does that say about the man? Like, do you actually want woman, or are you just like a soup? Like, is your male ego that fragile or that damaged?
First off, no man comes to a woman with the intention. Well, let me rephrase that. No real man and no traditional man comes to any woman with the intention or the notion that she has to provide something first. Because traditionally, women were taught certain things ahead of time. It wasn't a guess game. You know, so when you're there with a traditional woman, these things came along with the package. I think I told you a story one time, say a man he'd married to at the time, like, you know, say a Beyonce. She was a Beyonce body and face. But she was only missing one thing out of the whole package. She couldn't cook. And that, I know you said, dude brought her back. Some man say she petty, but then that was a very important thing when it came to marriage. She bring her back to her mother yard.
Mr. Lex said it.
Cook, exactly. So but in a nowadays time now, if a man was to say him left her because she couldn't cook, they would drag him through the street as a dirty man, or oh, you want a maid, or but I may say 6 of one half does not the other. You can't plant oranges and expect pears, and that's how it work. You understand? That's what I'm saying. I understand this notion that if you come to this relationship with everything ahead of time, what's the point in you needing all of these other requirements? You already have them already. So you drive a Bentley coupe. I drive a Lexus. Why the hell do I have to change my car to match yours? How vain are you? See, and that's another thing people don't think about. The things that most people, women nowadays say them need as a requirement, a woman to be available. It's quite vague. Not vague, a vain. Because when you press a little bit deeper, why do you need all of that? Or because I want me and my man to match. Me and my man to can bring him go here, son, bring him go there, son. And then, you know, the question is asked, okay, have you ever asked him, does he like that? Or does he want to do any of that? Oh, no. I want a man who does not say, you know, when we want to go, yeah, so him for just ready. I say, you don't want a man, you want a boy. Let me correct that. You don't want a boy, you want a son. Because the only son alone they tell say, you go to market and if you just join him shut and get ready and go to. mindset. The mindset is one of entitlement. This is why they must say, if she have all those things that. All right. Let's break it down even further, right? But the island man's view upon all of this, so that man said. Because I don't want him to nobody feel no way. And why did the chocolate and smirk say the niggas? I ain't say shit yet. So I don't think so. Me just utter destroy this son of a bitch for no reason. I'm not that heartless, but just want to add it towards what we had back in Jamaica. And believe it or not, Jamaica is a patriarchal society. Believe it or not, it really is. So for those of you who did not know what a patriarchy is, for some people who I hear that word, if you grew up back in the day where a father and a mother and there was a community where you had to watch what you said, Mr. Tom or whoever, when they spoke to you, you had to, be respectful. Even if the way I do something I'm not supposed to do, if him see you and him say, Doctor, where you right here, sir? Mr. Daway, so you walk down with your business. You have to run one, but man said, that was community. And it's weird. And again, in that same community, the things and what the requirements that most women say them want, it wouldn't make no sense because times are simpler then. Not everybody could afford a Benz. Shit. People couldn't even afford a goddamn ladder. You understand? For those who know what a ladder is. Once you own the ladder back in the day, you'd have money. Shit.
Damn right.
You'd be considerably rich to a lot of Jamaican. I'm not talking about ladder get your pussy, that's ladder. Ladder was a pum pum magnet back in the day. So, my God, we are going to the car, man. We understand the suspension of going, but damn. If you're going to the car, sir. Yeah, man. But, you understand me? I know if you were to say this to a modern woman, they probably laugh off of you. For those of them who even know what a ladder is. And for no say, enough of them enough of them grandmother and then great grandmother get some solid backers of that. You understand? Enough of them breeding of that. And enough of them but what? That's to bombard. No, but I say.
I want to fly past me.
What are you playing?
Man say a lot of our grandmothers and grandmother and great grandmother get some solid backers in the ladder. All breeding of the ladder.
So, but he's not wrong. Hold on. So, we still have people in this where really thinks, all right, I don't know what the next man, but I'm not going to ask my parents or my great-grandparents or whoever if I'm not going to ask them, but I know. So them get down and dirty when the time comes. Of course, them have for them little kings. Them are human like me. I have never answered that. I have never answered
History has repeated itself. History has repeated itself multiple times. There's nothing under the sun that we have not seen or heard about that has not been done already. Every nasty, every filthy fucking thing you could possibly think, man. And even though I'm not teaching nobody, there's a nasty goddamn disgusting ritual with them do in a certain Hollywood party. It's called a human centipede. For those of you who know what that shit is, yes, I know, I'm just as disgusted as y'all. The rest of you who don't know what that is, welcome to trauma. Let's leave it at that. That shit traumatic as hell when I learned what that was. A human centipede. Moving on.
Jeez. Goddamn.
I just thought about it.
Exactly.
We hear controversial topics, we tackle everything, even if it makes us extremely uncomfortable.
I survived 2 girls, 1 cup. Sir, nothing. Under the sun, nothing we can watch.
I never finished that video.
Hold on. Two girls, what?
1 cup.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That shit was. But yo, if Twitter, if Twitter existed at the right time, because I swear, if Twitter existed when certain things came out, bruh.
Lots of trauma. Lots of trauma. Yo, that made the man literally spit out the whole of him Sunday dinner. Yeah. I know man say, yo, this time let me dash over Sunday dinner and eat and watch. Like, wow. That nigga have a stomach with what iron. But it never feels
I did not finish watching that video to this day. I'm not going to.
I watched it more than one time, unfortunately. So, and then again, let me say, the 90s rock. Okay, nobody wants to say. But me say. Oh, you bastard! Turn. I take you ever for turn, man. Go on, man. What is his name? Someone I heard you. Yeah, but you should say something, Ken.
Bradshaw?
Up, man.
Is Vyrgo sleeping?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We just do a yard man drive, so yeah, you understand? Blood still rush to me. Alright, moving forward. Yeah, then, so back to the original conversation. So, remember, a ladder back then, in order to get a ladder, I think they used to take boxers from out of Jamaica mountain them and literally send a Trinidad and them used to give away ladders in return. And that was considered the hypest car back then, you understand no? So I tell me say, remember, when you owned the ladder you were considered rich back then. Ladder, yes man. Yeah man, own point man. No? Like yeah, I tell you. Ladder the cheapest car from Jamaica. I mixed them up then. Yeah, man. Ladder the cheapest car from Jamaica. Ladder and Cartina, I've heard of. Cartina was even dearer than ladder. God damn. Yeah. Don't get the information here from. I got tricked. Yeah, one more few ladder used to dip on it. Fastest one to broke down, so. No, you have some ladder. I have some ladder, but then when they came again, the Fiat car, something like that. Yeah, they wanted to read strong.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
I want to talk to somebody.
Oh, so.
You don't like, bro, anytime Bradshaw talks about somebody, we just always just make him do him thing and then him just forward back and stuff. Yeah, just relax.
Okay then. Anyway, we kind of gone off track, but
it goes into everything we've been saying, and again, we just don't get the stigma. I just don't get how the stigma with young people to semi-adult have it in their head, so they don't need to hear about the shit. Bitch, the same nasty shit you're into, you got it from somewhere, and guess what?
Yeah.
It's probably your mom and your dad. Do you think you just became an ass? You think you just became a whore out of nowhere? Oh no, that shit was rooted deep.
I know it sounds wrong, but
Yo.
Wow.
Yo. Hold on, let me add.
Hold on.
Let me.
That's what I said. Wow.
How aren't we not banned yet? And you don't wonder that shit. I wonder sometimes. God, doctor, God believe in us, sir. I wouldn't be surprised like
jokes aside, be happy that we're not that popular as yet, because if we were, we would be banned.
Yes, we would. Flying.
With a vengeance.
Oh my God, you don't want to do something wrong. But anywho,
you'd think we were the ones who involved in 9/11. I swear. Facebook could ban us with great prejudice.
I want to know the silver lining among it all. It's not what I've said. It's how you say it, Xavier.
Imagine what we don't say.
People.
Imagine what we don't say.
Oh no.
So
me and you make it perfectly clear the type of things that we should not say. Especially me. My coworker them go watch some of my video them and they say, yo, me is a loose cannon what them can't bring nowhere. I said that's not true. You can bring me somewhere. I just won't sugarcoat it like the rest of your idiot friends.
Well, let's get back to the topic at hand, right?
Anyway,
so when men had less, they were still being given more. When men had less, women still understood a man's value because financially,
that is wealth is value.
Exactly, value. That is wealth because again, a well brought up man knew his place. It's not something she had to teach him. It's not something that she had to rehearse. It's not something that she had to go to him father or mother and say, yo, what kind of little boy they say you raise come as son and give me as husband. No. She had a man. He was raised to be a man. And then as life goes on, things people back then made it work for less. You understand? And then here's the other notion where most people don't want to address. Babies. Men had less, but were getting more children. And some people will argue, say, well, work never did that often, so. But I'm like, well, if work never did that often, mouth couldn't feed. Why man still got fire shot now in a woman? That them say I couldn't pull out the rifle, man. Come on, bro. I don't believe that. I mean, pussy sweet now, but goddamn, I can't time to pull the stroke out. Why? And then that's my question because just back when money never frequent, things never did like that. You know what I say? And nobody don't give any thought to all of this. Them just obsessed with the bag and the Brazilian body leaf and all them bullshit there. Gold chain and the mating ritual has died to an extent. And it messed up because I look at my wife until I say, but the way how me see black American men behave in this country, it's like me and Bomba look at a man for my daughter. The fuck? Because the man, a man. Majority of them nowadays. It's so sad that all they have to do for trigger so most of them talk politics. Talk politics. And if a man can't level-headedly hold him shit without flying off the handle, okay, in part the first step.
Yeah, bitch.
And there's so many more. Not done. I refuse to blood clot. I refuse to hand my daughter off to a blood clot emotional man. You must be fucking mad. You must last time I want ball to suck that shit in. Why? Come on, time for that. Life don't give a fuck. Why the fuck should I care? Am I wrong? Again, to every man his own. I don't believe that. I don't believe you're going to hold a title of Bomba, head of a household. Your ass can be emotional. This is why I believe the whole meeting with the past and all that shit was so relevant back in the day. It still is relevant. Nothing. All right. Why people normally avoid counseling? Anybody ever wonder? Especially when it comes to marriage counseling or counseling when it comes to relationships and the sacrifices you're about to commit. Because this fairy tale notion that marriage is somehow just a reward. It's actually you're actually signing a contract that you're legally binding, saying that you're willing to sacrifice your happiness, your pursuits, your everything to make sure that this relationship works. Why people believe that marriage was this utopic fairy tale? You go and come as you please.
You cannot answer your own question with your statement.
I know, but You know what's
Fairy
still
tale.
going on? I know, because the person you sleep beside, their breath stinks just like yours. They shit, they fart. Oh, matter the water that shit. They get gray hairs. They get wrinkles. They get stretch fucking marks. Oh my god, they lose teeth. They get liver spots. They get, and my point is this: ultimately, beauty will fade. His looks will fade. If them don't fade, they take a longer time to fade, which is unfortunate because when a man, especially if he's good looking and he takes care of himself when he's aging, he becomes more desirable to younger women. So, gosh, if his rifle not work now, well, maybe have a chance. But if it's working, well, gosh. Emotional men, emotional men. Shit, let me go further. Today I watched an episode of South Park where Wendy Testerberger and Kyle, oh, no, Stan, were talking, and
Stand.
Stan. Stan, it want, I tell Wendy, I get around because she said, this dude that just come to school, he's really handsome, the girls them like him, and, you know, him, she say, him and I vibe better, so him say, him don't want to be there as, you know, a roadblock. So if she want to go there with him, that's fine. When they turn to him and say, Stan, what are you talking about? She say, a man like that boy like Gary is way out of her league. She him can have any girl him want. Why would you put herself through that and to kiss him and walk away? I don't think him understand the burn that he fucking got. But that shit burned me and I wasn't him. And I'm like, wow, that is so fucked up. And I get what she said to him? No?
No,
No?
no, that. No, no, that.
Oh.
Because mine comes out kind of blanco for me all ago. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, alright. The long and short of it all is, when you tell her she forgot there with the man, dude said, she said, that guy can have any girl he wants. She knows she can't compete with that. That's why she's with him, silly. Kiss Stan and then walks away. I'm saying, does anyone else realize how savage a burn that she inflicted upon him? His ego is damaged and don't even know it's damaged. His brain don't process what she do to him yet. He just stood there thinking that he won. You get the joke?
Yep.
Again, they forgot car mother.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what Bumba Class told me the joke. This bitch. But yeah.
This nigga is like a stealth mom, right? This nigga came out of nowhere.
My man. Well timed, well executed. But anyway.
When the world needed him most, he did not disappear. He dropped a big bomb.
Yeah, man, a big classic.
Yo.
You know, man, just a timeless but classic.
Right.
Of course, yes.
Also, that's why I'm used to all time. Brother, at this point in time, with international viewers say, yo, they used to wear it for this podcast, so that they say one of the things will make this different.
So, the long and short is this. Even when, let me give you an next episode, that same Wendy, right? Wendy, I say, oh, she cute, boys like her, she have a man, she have a girl, all is well until a certain teacher came to their school. All the little boys, them a drool over her. the more she try to take the higher road, and the more she realize you know that person who say, I am so much better than everybody else. I'm a good person. I would never stoop to certain things. You know that lie that you tell yourself that you'd never do certain things, and as years go by, you realize those promises that you made somehow don't stay promises. Like for instance, oh, I would never drink alcohol. Just the idea, the smell of it. I would never do that. Few years later,
I would never fuck a woman to get things.
shit. Brian from Bombard.
I fucked my ex after we broke up just because I wanted her MP4 player.
You are
Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
no,
Allegedly.
hell the fuck no.
Allegedly.
No, I refuse.
No, you lie.
Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
Politician.
Hold on.
Politician. I like you.
Dario.
I'm using someone else's story actually.
Dario. You have a card then? You have the card then?
Yeah.
So you have a yellow card yourself for that. 10 minutes out of the bit.
No, the man, man. The man put the appropriate card up first. It's yellow.
No. It's like
Man put the appropriate card up first.
No. You see, if I did me say about the red card, but no, say no, say nothing else. Is it because Vyrgo said I have nothing else to say?
Yeah, Chapo. I have all of this all ago. I read the edition. Yeah, Chapo.
Yo, you have to know the funniest thing. You know the reason why Bradshaw advocate for the red. You remember that red card that he got last year because of what I did?
Not necessarily. I know that. Dog, they're in a savage mode, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dog, in a savage mode.
Allegedly, guys. Allegedly.
Anytime you say something allegedly, I get concerned. Because I know I don't want to expose my friend here, but I know if either you or Vyrgo to say, yo, that can also say, yo, do you that business other day? I just look when I say, this have to do with something of boiling acid. But you know the answer to that. Well, Vyrgo just I say, yo, well, you know my lad, I know exactly what I'm going.
Such is life. Honestly, so back to the question at hand. Men have never, throughout history, required a woman to have much, except for basic intelligence. It'd be nice if she could read or write. I know it sounds real messed up, right? But this was how it was back then. But let me say, as societies change and the workforce increase and women get the opportunity to work, which I totally agree in. To me, where society went to hell is when they chose to follow the dollar instead of follow the head. And then society realized women on a whole generate more cash if they're separated from their men. This degenerate mindset where tricks young women to believe in them need to go all over the world and sample dicks from all over the fucking world and make no sense. And again, Kevin Samuels or something that I've been saying from when I was a child, from when I was in my early 20s. Tell me one thing tell me one thing you gain that will help your future husband by fucking a bag of man before you reach him. I know most of the girl who's been through, I don't know, 400-500 bodies, 600-700 bodies. Yes, sir. Cause I know girl that tell me say them fuck 24 man in a 1 year. And if you times that by 10 years, that's 240 body. That's only 10 years. Women live longer. Shit. Woman I get clapped throughout them 30s, 40s. Some 50 and 60-year-old bitches still getting it too. So, just saying. Hello? Y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
still here, man.
Smash
Oh,
Porsche.
just checking,
Kim
just
Simila.
checking, just checking. So yeah, but the point, well, people, that's me. I try to say. You see, I used to wonder what would you gain, and then I don't know. A few females try to answer like, well, you'd have a better appreciation for your husband because you've gone through so much trauma and so. You say, listen what you say.
That don't make no sense.
Exactly. You say, listen, listen
It's
what
like
you
when you
just
put, it's like
say.
I'm going to light myself on fire in 10 different ways just so I can appreciate not being burned.
Are you fucking high? So,
What? What? What?
exactly, exactly. So,
What?
well on, I'm not done yet. So the girl is like, well, you'll understand how men like certain things done because you'll have first-hand experience and this and that, and I'm like,
Yeah, but
ah,
you learn that from sex.
hmm?
So it's you have a
Yes,
fuck
sir.
a couple hundred man for learn that.
Well, I know. So, I ask a question. I say, so if if them little things here, one boyfriend you can learn through. Why would you advocate for avoid the man who a teacher where your husband who could possibly be him or the next man be? Why would you leave him and absorb what he's teaching you that your future husband would want and like from his wife? Why would you leave him hook up with a pokey or ray, a nigga who ain't doing shit, a nigga who walk on yo. You know, used to piss me off one time when me I go to UTech and a part of UE. When you're there out there and study and all these things, you see man walk up on the campus from Augustown and the college girl them send her number and I'm like, you realize there's a bad man, yeah, give your number to, right? There's
Gunman
nothing
in
good
she
to
oh,
come.
she like that.
When a gunman
What's
I
up?
Gunman
was
in she
smart.
oh, she
Darios.
like that.
Again, Dario.
Gunman in
So
she
the
oh, gunman in she oh, gunman
man
in she
work for him
oh,
red
she
card.
like
Leave the man alone.
that.
Work for your red
Man is
card.
working for him red card. The man I
Work for
work for
your
him
red
red
card.
card, Lord man, no?
Work for your red
Man,
card.
man
Say
I
if I
work
did
for him,
me,
Lord.
say if I did
Lord.
me, get the red card without even ask.
Oh, was I wrong?
Nah, man, you're good, man.
Yeah, the man I carry feelings. Anyways, moving
What I
on.
mean?
uh, anyways, so me say this to somebody, I'm just like, yo, seriously. First off, the word trauma is not a word that is normally used in the black community. First thing most people need to acknowledge. When we speak of that word, it's almost foreign to a lot of black people. Oh, let's go further. When you use the word trauma, I'm not sure how bad it is. Trauma has been somewhat grouped in with anything that has to do with violating someone or something to an extent, traumatizing the
Damaging or
person
breaking them.
or breaking them. Yeah. So when you try to tell somebody simple, say, you have suffered a trauma when your father was killed in front of you, or you suffered a trauma when your daddy was taken away the way how he was taken away by the cops. Those are all traumas, but we are told to internalize them because somehow that little something the way you say can't affect you, which is a fucking lie. And that is to me one of the wickedest lies black people tell to ourselves. So yes, just because we are black and strong don't mean so bumbleclad invulnerable. And this is why this tradition, this is one of the main reasons why the black community is in the terrible shape it is. You're not
And then
allowed to even.
people would develop responses or reactions and just say, oh, this is who I am or this is how I am.
No. And
That's
all
not
right,
who
well,
you are.
exactly, and you don't know who you are because you are never given the opportunity to express or truly understand your emotions the right way. Man, I say every man supposed to be soft and weak and no. We have some man with super saying aggressive for no fucking reason. We all know a nigga like that. unnecessarily, overly infatuated with the simplest thing him want through a gunshot. Him want box on somebody. I'ma tell a man say, yo, you sound emotional. You know bumbo clout emotional. Fuck say you fly off at the hinge because I say you're emotional. That's a clear indication that you're emotional. You're flying off the hinges because what? Your feelings are hurt. Not feel away. And I say this, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna mean this, right? A woman having her things is lovely. Because most man, any man of value, any man who let's not even say a man of value. Any man who have common sense. Let's go there. An average man. When I forgot high value for that
Not
woman.
even everything that's valuable, just common sense,
Exactly.
just that one characteristic.
Common sense, man. A man who has his shit together. He's not rich, he isn't broke. But him
No, he's
have enough.
progressive.
Thank you very much. Him we are talking about.
That actually brings to this. That actually leads to the second point. What the guy said. Just because a woman has all her shit together or even more shit than you, it doesn't negate your masculinity. And if you think it does, or if you believe it does, or you feel less than because she has more than you, or because she has her shit, equal or more shit to you. Like your thing is too fragile to be dating her or any woman in general.
Agreed. Agreed. I give it yo, I can give on to Caesar what is due unto Caesar. I agree with him. For that point, I 100% agree with him. If your ego is that easily damaged, easily bruised, no bro. Stay by your fucking self. And I don't care if you're vexed or not. Stay to your dang self. What kind of juvenile and we've been putting that word to use for a while now. What kind of do you know that America, the mindset of most from what we notice, black Americans, they still hold a mind frame as if them still there in a high school. The typical black American, average black American, them reason like that. What who's watching television or hello?
Yeah.
No, just a second that the TV and me a fight. But anyhow, I was saying, the typical black American up here so far that I've interacted more, typical meaning average. I'm not insult nobody, but so far, the older they are, the more you listen to them, the more them reasons, them still sound like they're in high school. The way them reason, the way them rationalize bad situations. It's like a high schooler you talk to. Teenagers. But most of them in them 30s, some of them 40s. And then I'm like, whoa, and then watch Kevin Samuels when I video them where a 24-year-old, a 27-year-old, and a 37-year-old, all or 21, 24, or 21, 27, 37. And watching the video, him say if I were to blank out all three pictures, nobody else couldn't tell said the whole trend in a high school. That's how it sound. Even the 37-year-old who has experienced life, breed 2 times for a man and didn't ask him to marry her. And all she can tell you as young girls is about them trauma. And that's exactly what the 37-year-old is sign up on the life to do. The same shit when him said before she said. He was like, women like this, they had a lot of opportunities to fix them life. But what? Them sister things wasn't working and they chose to stay in it because them believe say what? They had ample time. I'm saying all them have for now is about of bad stories of all the shit that them they did wrong and shit they shouldn't have tolerated and man said no wonder the dating market is so fucked up.
Which
When
leads
I
to the
try to
third. Which leads to the third point actually. I wonder if it coincides with the third point. Is what I should say. He was saying a college professor said that you'd realize that there are intelligent women who would dim their light just so they don't bruise a man's ego. so they can actually pick up a man. Like, that's a thing.
No, I don't think so. Well, yes, I take it back. Yes, it's quite possible. We need to understand people. Them say in hard times make strong men. Strong men make easy time. Easy time make weak men, and weak men make hard times. Right now, I would say no, I appear weak man around me. Me say, oh, you can't hold a simple conversation without it escalating to shouting. You hear me say? You can't have a simple, you know what I'm saying? Not even a controversial conversation. The fact you can have a point or make theme point invalid instead of just admit to himself, so, well, shit, I didn't know that. I learned something new today. The cognitive dissonance kick in and them double down upon them lie. Them double down upon what them believe.
You fuck.
And if you and if you back and forth with them long enough, they will shoot you. At that reach a youth over know from Pienland where I come from. New
No,
York
my auntie's been telling me about some of the guys overseas, cause like them said, like the man them just dark differently.
You have no idea. You have
And they live
no
in Florida.
idea. But me tell you, me sit back, I go place and everybody I will add and one man must come in and the security guard them say you can't wear glasses. The next man who get clearance on the doctor if you have on film glasses in that place. The man who take off him glasses see the man. Start fucking real. Start why this one nigga who got going, huh? Everybody start look on this man. Black and showing his ass. Showing his ass like a fucking child. Like a high schooler. Couldn't approach the guard and say, yo, what's up, my man? Question. I mean, you told me I could wear my glasses. Again, whose television is that? But yeah, showed his ass. There's more emotional. May I be honest with you? Men up here, the black men up here, so far as I see, depend on the conversation. You can't challenge nothing them believe in. If you feed them enough false ideology, them first off, there was an episode of Kevin Samuels where Kevin Samuels that tell him it was men and women. Him say, yo, if the women of the race aren't doing what they're supposed to do, what you gotta do? You gotta wait upon them or go to our next race. You believe that 95% of the black men will come on the call to them willing for wait? You know, the disrespect, shame, and insults? Are you fucking serious? And Kevin Samuel said, I knew this was going to be a hard topic because what? Their mothers raised their sons to stay to the black race, stay to the women, even if it means being abused, traumatized, being disrespected, stepped on, dragged on. And the man got and it's not lie. But man, the way how some of the man, all right. I mentioned that I reason with a man who does politics, right? He's in the political spectrum. He's trying to get in there the right way, right? Me and the man are reason. And the fact that I have to be carefully forming my sentences, that even if one word don't sound in front of one before, the man takes that as an opportunity to try to show everything what I say because I misplaced one word. I'm like, whoa, sir, are you high? Who the hell tell us that's how the debate go? If the wording even wasn't correct, I can explain myself out. That's a part of debate. So if I even write it wrong, I can explain what I just said. So describe to the man what a soft man is. Like a backbone. I think I step on him can a few. You know, a few of the things when Melissa also will make a soft man. I think I hit some of his buttons by accident. If after I do that to him, throughout the whole conversation, dog, I look for the opening or the opportunity to play victim and say, I call him soft. Mr. Bumbo Clad. Mr. The first time the man jump at me and say, I didn't insult you. And then you come with the soft thing. I'm like, I say, your argument is soft, sir. I never called you soft. But this reaction is painting a different picture for me now. But still didn't call it soft. Bumbo Clad and him try one, him try a second time. But the point me I try to make is, sorry for go off courses.
You're not off course, but finish.
Yeah. Even the intelligent ones are still emotionally not there to be husbands.
Intelligence doesn't prove maturity.
Thank you very fucking much.
I was waiting for education. That. Education doesn't prove maturity.
Does not. Thank you. And people need to get that out of their fucking head. Just because you have a master's, a bachelor's, or a goddamn PhD, do you think that makes you any fucking different? Oh my God. Yo.
Why I think there are educated people who are still broke and rich people without a degree?
Why do you think them say you can be book smart but street fucking stupid? There's a reason for that expression, yeah? You may be book smart.
Before we go after tangent with that, what you were saying right now, it actually tied in to the guys' point 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 4.4 was the him pointing out how a lot of these guys come on podcasts and just start this kind of shit and makes men who do podcasts or just men in general look like, well, he used the word suckers. I'm going to say look like bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a good way.
Yeah.
And I mean, his point 5 is like, this is like stuff.
Wait, what? There are bitches in good ways. What?
Have you never had like?
No. The reason why I ask, I've never seen a man be a bitch and it can be considered good.
No, as in no, the bitches meaning like rough, kinky sex. When you call a woman a dirty bitch, just to like get shit going.
Again, just my opinion.
Well,
anyway, basically, I'm saying them man behaving like bitches, and point 5 was like them just working together and just having the same immature, not even just downright stupid,
the same thing women
ideologies.
Call women on almost every other podcast, every other YouTube channel. But women don't know what the fuck they want. Well, the truth of the matter is both genders don't know what the fuck they want. Because let's be real. That's how man out here talk about all they want. This, that, blah, 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 get it, and them still dash away.
Them do have a dry shit named Ras. Yo, no feel no way, let me tell you this, right? Well, I know, people have this misconception when it comes to bomba, marriage. Jeremy, first off, gents,
marriage?
Those
are so far? You mean more relationships?
Sure. Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, people have this misconception when it comes to relationships. So it's a game of give and take. Seriously, me don't know why society trick people to believe that it's just take. Give little smidge, but take. No, man or woman, that way of thinking is wrong. I'm gonna tear your vex. You're fucked up if you think that way. Marriage is relationship. Keep saying marriage. Relationship is a two-way street, Rasta. It's a two-way street. And then this bullshit I see on social media from what they say about, if you want to be married, you man have to put a ring on it first before you start acting like a wife. Are you flipping stupid? Any woman that believes that notion.
No, hold on. If you want to be hired, then you have to give me the job before I get my degree.
Oh my God. Make it make sense, yo. And then we say for all the people who subscribe to nonsense, just apply a little common sense to it before you go off the hinge and cuss and say this dirty man and this dirty and then no. Come on, yo. Just a little common sense. Would you hire somebody just because them step through the door and say, even though I don't have it yet, I believe I can do the job. So I should risk my business off of a hunch or a feeling.
This
Think
might be a
about
little
that.
stupid, but if a lion says he wants to be my pet cat, does that mean I should let him in and he won't eat me?
Thank you. Thank you. And I say
Not everybody is Simba.
I hear that notion,
Simba would tear my shit up.
I hear that notion so much that people who know nothing about relationship are not them
I
right
just don't know anymore. I mean, at one point I had hope. At one point I saw some form of improvement, and then it just get dissipated so fast. I'm not even talking about the world. I'm just talking about Jamaica yard. Like, so then money, when you hear them talk, you're just like, motherfucker, you not even deserve a good woman. You scratch out your hand, me go every day talk about you don't have a work. Motherfucker, do you even look for a job?
No,
Furthermore, no, hold on. Furthermore, okay, you shoot a one man. What the fuck does that make you a man? Like, I've never understood this concept of violence being portrayed as you being a man more than anybody else. Like, me get it. Females are some confusing creatures. They rarely know what they want, but when they do know what they want, they go off real. But the man them, Jesus Christ, them don't even know them left and their right fucking foot.
Well, unfortunately, you can't blame them for that.
Well, I don't blame it. I'm just saying I'm tired of the bullshit.
Well, sir.
One of the things is this. All right, so I had a friend.
What can they do?
He was interested in one of the a rugby girl. Well, a girl was part of the rugby team. This is when I was at GC. What's that? When I was at UE. Different set of people. Calm down.
Right now, every episode we have to talk about
Hold on, man.
interested in our rugby.
Speak.
Jesus Christ.
Let me speak, man. And like, she was talking. She's one of my friends from UE, and she was talking to me. And like she left. Man, come to me. Yo, I like that girl in the way. Like, it's a girl like that I wanted in my life, and you can't set it up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, weren't you beating up your girlfriend like yesterday? And you want me to bring my clean friend to date you? I looked at the man good. And the man was looking at me like, why do I look so confused?
Exactly.
You were literally beating your girlfriend yesterday or the day before. Are you serious?
Sir. Delusion at its highest.
I want an uptown girl just like that, dog. She's so well spoken, but you're not even well spoken. Can you match that same energy? No.
Exactly.
Like she just seems decent and nice. Like she is decent and nice, but are you decent and nice? Can you match that same energy? No.
No.
I'm looking at this guy like, I wasn't even talking about the rest of stuff. Just like you was beating your woman yesterday, and you want me to help you to go beat my friend?
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yes, he is, and that's the weird part about all of it. These sick people honestly believe that nothing is wrong with them. Them ass whoopings, all them bomber beating, the court case, police get involved. They did nothing wrong.
No, in his mind, it's his girlfriend's fault.
Yes, that he had to put his hands on her. Because, him couldn't control himself because she asked for it.
And the worst part, I know why I wasn't there. But like I found out, like he told me, and I was like, you're wrong, yet you still hit her.
That is some crazy shit.
And you see nothing wrong with this.
Of course not.
But when I tell you that you're wrong, I'm the bad one. Because I didn't take your side.
Of course you are, sir.
What man? What are you at?
Well, look on it this way, right? Self-awareness is something that you don't hear people talk about. Everybody thinks they're self-aware. Everybody, even even the madman. If you can't give him a good case, himself aware too. You're the one with the problem, not him.
Yeah, like you need to be more Christian and give him money.
Sir, tell a man this, Me not recommend nobody get up and just follow an ideology just because it sounds or feels popular. You see, I want to make a man's club up here, but I'm afraid. Like I am terrified.
You should be.
Cause that's the sad part too. I shouldn't be. Young men need male guidance. Men up here, little boy, man, teenager don't know how to tie a tie. Don't know how to bomber basic etiquette. Believe it or not, it sounds funny because when you say that to certain people are like, what? Really?
Yo,
Man does
this
not
story, no, like there are a couple times I remember something as simple as me opening the door for a woman. Like I've met women who find that weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember when I was at GC, my sister, whenever we're walking on the road, I always put her on the inside. Whenever she's taking a taxi like without me, I always walk her to the taxi and I open the door for her. And she's always found it weird. And I'm like, oh well, I don't know. I guess I was just growing this way.
Yeah.
And she's like, yo, just like gentlemanly shit, but like, don't do it. She's not used to it. She just find it awkward, and she used to complain, but I just laugh it off. She never complain like disrespectfully, but I would just laugh it off and I'm just doing me.
Oh my God, why you do that? You understand, but may I tell you the way?
That's how she sounded.
No way, it's weird because up here, chivalry is dead. And I know it's dead because, you see, I used to be nice to a girl, and, back in the day when a woman get put out and a man take her up and put him money in her pocket and giving him the pussy, what that's something she do, and smile giving him the pussy, if him even wanted 3 times for the day. Should I give him because what? We take care of our housing and whatever expenses, right? Up here is like a man even help you like that. And if you make a pussy, is a problem. So I save you from sleeping beside other homeless people, or pretty much probably save you from getting raped.
You should do it because you're kind.
Yes. I'd be like, well, yes, that fuckery, that blood clot fuckery, yeah, that bullshit. Oh, you're supposed to do it just because you're a good person.
Good person dead.
What? And no, hold on. This misconception. So, because I'm a good person, doesn't mean that means my cocky doesn't get hard too.
I knew the moment he started. I knew that. Yo,
hold on.
Honestly, hold on. When was the last time I raised your Bradshaw?
Hold on. This is something I need to ask, and it's been questioning me for years. Females, for those few females, whether hear this now or hear this in the near future, why are you comfortable giving a dude that you know if you either catch a belly or catch a STD, or better yet, just being in his presence can jeopardize your life? You possibly could die, get pregnant, get arrested. You don't know what the fuck can reach you, but you're willing to put it all on the line and fuck a dude like that. But yeah, you are style the good youth. Why? Like, that is something I've always wanted to know.
I mean, we're kind of established that, yo, if you like fuckery, that means you are fuckery.
And I agree to that. But then, this is what I want to be an open question for the viewers who see this now or in the future, because I want women to think long and hard. Why would you risk dealing with a man like that? A man who you know for a fact have a bag of woman on the road, have ups as them call them up here. You understand? Man who aim to kill him and willing to kill you to get to him. So again, make it make sense.
And
You're
my thing
willing.
to the decent guys, if you know so you're a decent person, like, or decent guys and decent women, or decent people in general, you need to have a decent level of sense and a decent level of self-worth.
Agreed. Agreed, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, cause you can't be decent to a piece of shit.
Agreed.
I don't like cussing on the podcast, but I'm gonna say this in a blood clot sense.
Sure. Understand this though. People, and this is for the ladies, and this is for the men too. Good pussy there everywhere. Good cocky there everywhere.
Ooh.
I'm not done yet. Good cocky, good pussy is not exclusively to crosses and to jing bang. You understand me? I've met a lot of good females that when female are climax, she do this shit in Japanese. Oh my God. It was like screwing an anime character. Yo, just saying. But good girl. You understand me? And female was a freak, but still good girl. So I'm just saying, fam, I'm getting the best of both worlds, and I'm not suffering unnecessary arguments and
facts.
Good girl will know her place.
How I know, but facts.
Good girl will know her place. You understand me, fam? So again, me ask every time me ask, why society trick young men and young women to believe, say, the freak, the big cocky boy, the nigga who can fuck like a stallion, why them believe it's only the worst kind of black, white, purple, pink a human being can only get you off that way? I'm confused.
Because we glorify sex and basically nothing else.
Sir, you know what I looked like when I was playing rugby. I was a monster in terms of. So back to me, I say after.
Oh my God, yo! If we ever crack this YouTube thing tomorrow, the monetization, not even the monetization, yo, the out of context people are just going to have a field day with this shit.
Oh yeah,
but I'm here for
YouTube
it.
Going to demonetize every fucking video.
Pretty much.
And I'm for it.
Pretty much. Majority of them are going to flame.
Can I be honest for once? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this bullshit for no money.
We ain't doing this for money. We just doing this.
Even if we could make money from it, I couldn't give a rat's ass. You know why? YouTube has its cranny knocked up in all sorts of messes. I'm pretty sure everybody can admit that. So if they want to demonetize and protect their...
If we make money from this, I'm buying myself hoodies.
Man. Yo, but back to me, I say, right?
And rugby jerseys.
Yeah, but understand this. I used to wonder, yo, where our youths will be chivalrous, come bring your books, them go your yard, walk you got a bus stop, but yet you gone to the careless boy yard where the most you might do is probably give a one bag juice and probably half of the food they might eat, and then as soon as they don't eat him, cock you up same time. How the fuck is that appealing, ladies? One of them will conversate to say, well, how was the day, baby, long time ago? How the fuck does that make sense, yo?
Not even Netflix.
I always, at least you turn the fucking movie on first. I always wondered, yo.
Yeah,
at least At least the shit was playing a few minutes before touch, feel, yank, let's get this shit on. But we're talking
Yeah, at
about,
least watch Suits so that like it drowns out the noise or something.
oh my God, I mean, by the time I sit down and I'm outside and I'm in bed, I'm gonna start talk little. Him literally while talking, taking your clothes off. And that doesn't, and that's okay somehow.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
She went
realize
there.
something
She went there
wrong
for
with
big.
that?
I mean, she has no self-esteem, so there's nothing to talk about.
Oh my God.
Or he has no self-esteem, so.
And somehow you believe that will make you into a wife? I let's flip it. And you think that will make you into a husband? You don't even know how to talk to a bitch, let alone be her husband. I'm just saying. And it goes vice versa, man and woman. Sorry. It goes both ways. Fucking someone and giving them the time of their life is good and all, but
Riding baloney pony.
well, no. Let's put it in the best of bad situation, right? You find a good pony, man or woman, you find a good one, right? The sex is amazing for both of you. You don't have nothing in common except sex. How does that work?
It's not supposed
But yet it fucking works though. It works in a society though, which is so fucking weird to me. Y'all don't know nothing about each other. Bless one was gonna watch a few movies, and probably share a few little interests, but you know nothing about the man. You know what's woman when me I grew up in the 90s? They would man and have 3, 4 kids them. Hello? Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Have 3, 4 kids and don't know the man last name. That shit sound fucked up, don't? 3, 4 kids and don't know the man last name. And this was back before, and even now you still have to put the father's name on the birth certificate. So girls, you tell me one man breed at 4 different times and don't know him last name. And when he fucking died, you still never know him last name. And when they identify him body, that's when him last name was very first time called. Are you serious? How the hell does that help you psychologically? Think about all these questions long term, right? And these are the things most men have to think about when it comes to picking a wife. And this goes for men too. At the end of the day, people, I want to see the black race. I want to see all race thrive up. The black, because I'm black. But I want these questions, I want us to have a show where I would like to make 2 lists or a few lists of questions, both for men and both for women, that you should be thinking about when you are looking someone either for a relationship, for dating, and for marriage. You understand? As far as I'm
Steve
concerned,
Harvey wrote such a book for women. We need to write. There need to be one for men.
And I agree. So
There probably is one. We just don't know it.
And right now, yeah. And in this day and age, men want information, women want information. To be honest, relationship is one of the quickest ways to become rich if you do it the right way. But may I tell you this much: as it relates to men and women, there should be a list of questions, and I believe we will outline them.
Light is bright. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Should be
anyhow,
bright.
Yeah, I get that, my boy. Well, I'm saying there should be a list of questions, legitimate, solid questions that I believe both men and women, depending on what you're looking for, should ask. You understand me? And women need to understand, if you come at a relationship from a girlfriend point of view, girlfriend angle, when it comes to most men, they will treat you like a girlfriend for a very long time. And that's how men have always been. Marriage was never for men. Marriage was for women. A man was there with you for 15 years. 15 years and never marry you. Why? Okay, I give him everything my man need already. You bust it off in the same way, you cook film same way, you wash him same way. And some women go as far as breed female already. Again, men are simple creatures. And if a man can get him DNA into existence, to little or nothing, why, let them say, why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And that is something that I believe most younger women and most women who have got up in the age to really think about. There's a lot of questions that we are bypassing because of either our age or our ego or our self-proclaimed expertise when it comes to certain things. Blindsided from learning anything from anybody else because what? We are too intelligent.
One phone gone.
Facts. I'm gone. Ah, crap. I mean, I think we kind of covered the main points still.
I
There
signed
were a
off.
couple more.
I signed off a long time ago. The whole time of day, I thought it would be good for me to go eat some food right now. But now I'm not even feel hungry again.
You'll get there in a few minutes. Drink some tea. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you've been sticking around
Don't
with us for
give
this
them
long,
the ending yet. We don't know if Bradshaw come back and tell me something.
yeah,
This is the last time.
What happened the last time?
No, I say last time we end
I didn't
something.
finish
You
your
never
point
finish your
and
point.
we can finish off.
Okay. Where was I again? Yeah, this notion, I believe we must run. We need to have a show, and I think I'll lead that one. And if I write this down before I forget, but I believe we must formulate for both men and both women at least 20. I would have said 30 questions, but you need at least 20 questions that you need to ask in the first part of me. And I know for a lot of people, some of these questions might be a bit, scary for ask, but you need, not want, you need to ask these questions because long term, this is your life. You understand me? And you need to make sure so who you let into your life give you the best outcomes when it comes to relationships and compatibility. At the end of the day, it's better for a man and a woman to say, you know what, it didn't last, but I would be back with that. I would date back that person. Almost
Or at
every one of
least
my
say you
exes
learn
them.
something from dating her.
I know exactly. I learned something. But I know guys who've been in relationships with Spanish women and it didn't last. But guess what? He learned after 5 years of being with her. Spanish. He can speak fluent Spanish. She, and him kids can speak it. But what? It didn't last.
My
And she
last
wasn't with it.
relationship, I learned that I wasn't asking for too much. I was just asking the wrong person.
There you go. And honestly, people, this is what I'm talking about. These questions will help you to cut a lot of fat off of the whole dating, trying to get someone or trying to be married kind of shtick. You understand me? If you're serious about that kind of life, these questions should help you one way or the other. And I believe that episode we need to go into the details of the question, which is kind of hard because we always swing back and forth. But this is this is like I said, the podcast isn't only about destroying or tearing things down. I believe that there has to be some healing, yo.
For the record, we have never destroyed anything. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Exactly.
What?
We are. Well, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that
Good
joke.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
Good
It's
man.
too bad.
Good man. Anyways,
I'm not gonna make the joke.
You're
the
about to
goal
make
is
another Jada Pinkett Smith joke, weren't you? You do it. Yo, that assist.
this podcast is going to go to hell, you know that, right?
Yo,
You love to see it.
My friend already told me I have a
This
special place in
podcast I
hell,
go to hell.
like
Remember that,
at the right side of Satan's throne, like right
sir?
just beside the devil big toe.
Sir, I guarantee you, this podcast I go to hell. I'm feeling I'm a bone, but the point still stands, gentlemen and ladies. I'd like for y'all to can sift through the sarcasm and the fucked up remarks and the profanity because this is how men speak. This is a classic example of what you don't see when your husband, boyfriend, dude, whatever nowadays you know call the man who are fucking up. And yeah, this is how men talk. This is how men talk in its rawest form. There are men who talk way worse. You have men when them talk a bad word of a follow in every sentence. He can't make a full sentence without a bad word attached to it. Oh my God, say that pussy them and youth. Every sentence have some form of profanity. It's like this man get up and chose profanity.
Violence.
Yeah, verbal assault. Yeah, violence. I mean, it sounds like a joke, but when
I don't want to joke. I want a serious thing because
but women don't understand that.
No,
So
but
like
this was spoken about at a recent debate, I think, over GC, where was a young man and a young woman. I mean, I didn't watch it long enough, but I instantly got pissed off because everybody assumed towards one side and now give the young youth the benefit of the doubt. And he made a good point. The man said, "Yo, we live in a society that allows young men to think. Speaking the most curse words is the greatest thing on planet Earth, but sounding intelligent is still daft." I look at it and I say, "Yo."
So true.
I say, "Yo."
So true.
Yo, I say, "Yo, how?" But it's neither here and there. I think he lost the debate, but he made some good points. This society, not even go say not society only, but just men in general and women too, because women are a big part of this. Profanity shouldn't be something that is used every day. Yeah, you can run a joke them, cool, run your loose argument them, but there's a time and place for everything.
Yep.
You're not going to your boss office and load him up with a bag of curse words, even if he deserves it, because we have some shitty bosses out there. It's just that out there. But again, everything must be handled in a certain manner. Everything can't be like, say, "Yo, your back of this friend, me a chat to big man." Like,
and I agree 1,000,000%. And I tell a man this stuff, I say, "Yo, I see in a way." When it comes to people, you need to understand, so there's a hierarchy in our society for a reason. You can't talk to everybody and everybody the same way. That's why I'm saying, once you conversate with somebody, you realize a conversation will go the wrong way fast, walk away. There's nothing to dead men tell no tale. There's nothing worth losing your life over. It's not that important, yo. It really isn't. I'm gonna say it to anybody and people look at me and say, "Well, but I understand how you look on things." I say a man can bounce and drop out a man and you think I'm gonna draw my gun, go for my Glock and start shoot the fuck up in box up my icy? No. Yo, I'm down that's all by side, my man. Okay, cool, I'm gonna turn and buy the next one. Oh, you better buy back my drink. It was an accident. Get over it. Some people don't look on it that way. Society needs this class. Like,
and I know the sad truth, unfortunately. Some people never will learn that lesson. And that's fine. I mean, it is okay. Not everyone will grow or develop to the person that they should be because they miss their calling. But
I mean, honestly, I don't believe it. Yes, a man miss him calling, fine, but I believe man get multiple callings, multiple chances, multiple opportunities.
Yeah, of course.
Some people, I know enough people who
men get calling with the right in front of them and they still ignore it. Yo, men have gotten some opportunities that have just been begging them, say, "Yo, please take me," and them still refuse.
Well, I know. I said the same thing about certain women. I mean, I said this because no problem. I'm saying, I know plenty women who have won very early and threw it all away because they never think they didn't believe that it was possible that them could win so early in life because their mother and father tell them about this trial and tribulation and hardships and the world ahead and how them stuff it gets out of the mud and you understand what I try to say?
Survivor's remorse.
Exactly. So you corrupt the child to believe say, oh,
They need to suffer.
them need to suffer. If them don't suffer, that means something
They're
wrong with
doing
it.
something wrong.
That me say I've witnessed my ex, one of my ex them, turned down 3 marriage proposal because her mother tell her say better out there. And at the time I was like, but how somebody who don't have nobody I tell you say better out there? You don't realize how messed up this supposed to be to you? Right now that woman is conditioning my ex to be her mother her mother sister her daughter sister. If you know what that means. Know that is? That's the person who's going to take care of her. And she's old and can't do nothing. Because she makes sure fuck up your life. Fuck up the daughter life too. So she ain't going nowhere. Age is creeping down. Eh, anywho, sorry I went off, but yeah. I hope we all learn something from the next podcast. Sorry,
So
that's a
you're in charge of the
podcast.
questions or what?
I
Or
believe
everybody
we
have it?
all can. Everybody must write them 120 questions. I believe 20 each. So if Vyrgo join in on the fund, it'll be like 80 now. Because I believe we need to. I remember we must put some real good thought into these questions because remember there might be some young man or some young girl or whoever. One day, who knows, might actually learn something or take some. Remember, at the end of the day, you want a change. That's the goal. When I run down, when I run on this army or whatever, but if you can find one or two questions that you never thought about, that make good sense for answer, Because what if happen when I start the business and this gonna happen? Well, what then? I never think about that, what should I do, Ask her honest question. What would I do? Probably frame the question slightly different. So you take yourself out of the question. So, like say you have a one friend and you frame the question in a way that she lower her guard and she'll be honest with you. She'll be honest and most people need to also understand. Whatever answer you get when you ask the question, believe it until proven otherwise. And for a lot of people, this is going to be very rough because you're in a society where it's tricky if you believe everybody for nice and everybody for sweet and everybody to think a certain way. No. Society not set up so. People dark. People are more evil than they are good. I'm sorry. People are very selfish. That's a reality everybody needs to embrace. Sorry, the Disney thing was a lie. Not no go so. Not no go so. But yeah, that's my tools. That's my 2 cents.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, if you've been with us, if you stuck with us this long, I want to say thank you. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I do take the subscription personally, and I will release Virgo and all his Black Air Force energy on you if you don't.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
If you leave a like or not, it's mandatory. But yeah, please. So just subscribe so you know whenever we upload a video. Click the bell notification. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Stay awesome, and we will see you next week.
Be funny as hell.
Ah.
It'd be funny as hell if one of the one of our friends just said the only way we'll continue to like this is if Dario finally gets a relationship. I would holler.
Oh, God.
I would
I would
holler.
tell everybody about them mama.
I would
You
holler.
would see the ghetto side of me.
Wow, messed up.
When I know, you know how disgusting I can be.
That is not my problem.
I will pick you
No,
all apart. Whosoever said it, and I'm gonna diss all three of you out of spite.
Wow.
You know why?
Wow.
Out of
You want to know
spite.
why? You want to know why I'm going to be hollering? It's because one, it's not me or Bradshaw getting under your skin. It's someone who is one of our subscribers, and two, it's the truth. So that's the next thing. Anyways,
This sunu.
Hmm.
I would attack that person
Oh.
in the comments with vengeance.
that's not our problem. And with that said, folks, I hope you have a wonderful day. Do hope your Monday is very enjoyable like mine.